Hello.
Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Woman's Cave.
See, I was quiet. I just let her have it because I'm off camera.
Yeah, Jade is off camera. Whoop, whoop. Her off camera doesn't mean she's not here.
Yeah, stop acting up, Nona.
Oh, I have to be. Hey, I'm ticked off. Anyway, so since she's off camera and she can't quite reach me to smack me because she's sitting up front, I'm going to start off with this. We have our own docuseries, Just Right in Life.
How you just going to go off with that?
Right, because you can't smack me. You can't smack me.
Wow.
That's what's important. I'm in an abusive relationship, apparently.
No, you're not. Stop saying it. What? Okay, anyway, we have books too.
Oh, yes. All right. Okay. We have books. Let me start off correctly since Jade is here. Our books are And I Thought Divorce Was Bad with Other Life Lessons. And I Thought Being Grown Up Was Easy. And I Thought I Could Juggle It All, which is around here. I juggled it up. There we go. And I Thought I Had It All Figured Out. And yes, I'm going to do the bit. Hollywood. This adorable face needs more fame. So, do my TV episode. We're joking. And I Thought He Was the One. And then, And I Thought the Workbook. And you guys, this is the big reveal of the biggest thing that we have done so far in the last 2 months. Because, no, not even 2 months. 3 weeks.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. It is the debut article of...
Not article, the debut magazine.
Debut magazine. 25 hottest authors, artists, and advocates.
Indie.
So it'll be once a year. We will find the 25 hottest. And guess who graces our cover? Dr. Noah Charney, nominated Pulitzer person. Okay. I think that's
And
about
you can
it.
find all about us on andwethought.com and
Amazon.com and BarnesandNobles.com for the books. Now can I say it?
No, you already said it. So it's done.
No.
Now we have a wonderful guest.
Apparently we have a wonderful guest. You are a wonderful guest.
You shouldn't have done it before.
I'm being punished.
Yeah.
So wonderful guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Julia Callahan. I'm the director of sales and marketing at Rarebird Books. We're an independent press in Los Angeles. We do about 50 books a year. We're distributed by PGW, and we're a general trade house, so we publish pretty much everything. So
Awesome. Question, because I have questions. Jay, do you have a question? I'm sorry.
So what's the difference between a traditionally big press or a mid-sized press and a small press? Because people want to know.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of differences. I mean, a big press is corporate, period, the end. They're owned by big corporations. A lot of times they have a lot of money. A small press is usually run by a smaller team of people, but it's sort of a lot of times passion projects. Like, the reason why I publish books is not to get rich. It's because I love books. So, not that people at big presses don't love books, but it's one of those things where, a smaller press does different stuff and is able to publish different books than a big press, because we get to sort of market to smaller markets, not small markets necessarily, but just smaller. We don't have to try to appeal to everyone. It's like the difference between network television and cable television,
Okay, I think I understand that.
Yeah, so you guys are like the small business where they're like the corporation. Let me get that.
Yeah, definitely small business. Well, like that wonderful explanation, I'm sitting here and I'm like, yes, I'm getting this. And then, of course, my question went bloop, right out my head. But so we're going to go for 2 on my list. Because question number 1 was like, yeah, I'm going off to dance with sugar plum fairies or something. It'll come back.
Okay.
Question number 2 on my list was marketing for small press. Is there anything that you could tell us public authors out here who do self-publishing or are stuck with doing our own marketing? They give you like the books and you're like, hey, go market yourself. Anything that you could think of that would help us without giving out trade secrets, of course.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Anything that you could think of that would help us in marketing.
So, there are definitely challenges for marketing books. you know, it used to be that you would publish a book and your publisher would send you on tour, and like every single, you know, local media market would have you on their morning television show, and then you know, you would go to the event and a bunch of people would be there and it would be great. And that's just like not how it works anymore. You know, there's less and less time on those shows for that kind of thing. There's less and less column inches in newspapers and in magazines for books. So it's meant we've had to get pretty creative with how we market books. My thing is always just like finding, okay, like who, I look at a book and I say like, okay, who is going to benefit from this book, is going to like this book, is going to read this book and pass it along to their friends. So, you know, if it's a book about, you know, if it's a book about a young queer boy in Louisiana, which is a book that I published, you know, I'm looking for queer groups in Louisiana. I'm looking for, you know, I'm looking for people who are into Southern Gothic literature. I'm looking for those kinds of groups. So I'm looking for the people who I think are going to love and champion the book first and foremost. And then I move out from there. So then you can kind of like get a little, when people start to react and like a book, then you can start taking those reactions and saying to people who maybe aren't the core demographic or aren't the core audience, like, okay, here, you know, here's this book, look at all these great reactions that we've been getting for this book. And then, you know, hopefully getting people to read it who maybe are outside of that core demographic.
Okay, I have to ask this question because I asked every person in publishing this question.
Sure.
Do you ever think there will be the return of the true celebrity author like Hemingway and Fitzgerald?
Like yes and no. There's a part of me that thinks that, like, you know, Hemingway and Fitzgerald, like you know, Axl Rose got to behave like total a-holes, to be quite honest. Like,
they were rock and roll of literature.
Yeah, in the 1920s, you could do that. You got to be, you know, you got to like go shoot guns in the wilderness and like, you know, bullfight and whatever Hemingway was doing. But so that there's like that part where I'm like, no, I mean, you know, like hopefully we're getting to a point where we don't allow men to behave like that anymore. And then, but there's like this other part of me that's like, I mean, look at Roxanne Star. I mean, she gets stopped at the airport. She, you know, read her Twitter feed. People are coming up to her all the time. So there's a part of me that's like, we kind of do still have that. It's just that people understand that, like, they don't get to just behave like crazy people just because they wrote a New York.
Yeah, they don't get to behave like the crazy people. That is so great. So, okay, so I'm going to try my best, and then we're just going to go ahead and ask that last, still saying, Jessica. We'll find more about Rarebirds Lit, because they are awesome. They're like on the top 6 in LA. So, yes, of literature. So that's
thank you.
Her and Rarebirds Lit, and then you can find out more about us and everything we're doing at andwethought.com. And yes, please watch Just Right in Life on Channel 18 and Amazon.com. I got it in anyway. So wisdom is all around you. If
you're open to finding it in the country, I don't think she thinks I'm gonna mess it up, but I'm not, because I'm awesome. So peace and love.
Peace and love from Winona
and Jane.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.